I love the scent of our library. Every time I walk through the door, I'm flooded with a lifetime of memories. It's as though I can smell each book I've ever read. Hello, I'm Terry Reese, Crystal Lake Public Library trustee and Library Foundation member. I've lived in Crystal Lake since I was 14. Back then, I used the library for lots of school projects. For fun, I read novels like Jaws, The Thornbirds, Jonathan Livingston Seagull, and Gone with the Wind. I continued to use the library as I was a young mother. When my girls were little, we lived in Coventry and rode our bikes up McHenry Avenue to the library. Today, my husband Gary and I live within walking distance of the library. My grandsons come over on weekends and always ask if we can come here. The Crystal Lake Public Library has been enchanting readers for nearly 100 years. Established in 1913, our library has always attempted to grow in proportion to the size and interests of the community and to hold true to our mission, helping people of all ages and backgrounds learn, enjoy, and better their lives. Occasionally, someone will ask me what I do as a library trustee. Much of what I and my fellow board members do is to plan for our library and its future. The foundation for our plan is based on 6 goals determined by and regularly evaluated by the board. These include connecting to the online world, creating young readers, satisfying curiosity, stimulating the imagination, information fluency, and providing a comfortable place. To achieve these goals, the board regularly focuses on what our library director, Catherine Martins, refers to as the 4-legged stool.
The legs of the stool represent the elements necessary to support our goals and include collection, staff, technology, and facility.
To keep us on track in these areas, the library board conducts a needs assessment approximately every 10 years. Our most recent needs assessment was conducted in 2011, involved a great deal of input from our community. Using the results of the needs assessment, the library board and staff met for a strategic planning session in October of 2011 to identify actionable items and arrange them in priority order. Of the 55 items on the list, more than half of the items related to the need for a flexible, expanded facility that will be able to change as services change. You may be asking why we need to expand the library. The answer is that our library simply doesn't have enough space to meet the service needs of the community. The reality is that we outgrew our building more than 2 decades ago. Take, for example, our van delivery services. Our library joined the Cooperative Computer Services Consortium in 2002 and immediately became one of the leading net borrowers. Each year, we borrowed more materials from other libraries than the year before. The NSLS shutdown resulted to changes in the cooperative borrowing agreements. That means our patrons have to wait longer to get materials and have fewer options to choose from. Since our library is so limited on space, we are very close to withdrawing 1 item for each one that is added to the collection. This isn't serving the community well. When you consider that our library circulates more than 1 million items each year in a building that is a mere 40,000 square feet, those of you who have lived in Crystal Lake for at least 5 years may remember Project Shoehorn, a temporary solution to our space needs because we were bursting at our seams then. Project Shoehorn was designed to allow us up to 5 more years in this building without major expansion. We are now at the 5-year mark, and it will take several years to achieve a long-term solution. The time to act is now. Another question we often hear is in regard to the relevancy of libraries over the next generations. We've all heard and read about the demise of libraries because of easy access to the internet and even e-books. What we've actually found is just the opposite. Accurate information from verifiable sources has become more valued than ever before. The rate at which technology is changing our lives requires that all of us become lifelong learners. In addition to growing circulation, door count, and reference questions statistics each year, we also have noticed an increase in program attendance. These programs range from story times for infants and preschoolers to job club for adults, adapting to the need for a career change. Some of our most popular classes are computer classes in Spanish and English. The library is the only community entity that consistently provides lifelong learning opportunities at no cost for all ages. Sadly, we must regularly turn people away from some of these classes due to space limitations. While the need for a community library going into the future is undisputed, How that library will look is an unknown. One thing we do know is that it will involve technology, which will require additional electrical and data infrastructure. A future facility will also have to have flexibility to accommodate changing technological and demographic trends. As a library board member and a citizen of Crystal Lake, I am very proud of our community library. Our library is a 2-time top 10 winner of Hennen's American Public Library ratings and is consistently recognized for its staff and customer service, which has continued to keep pace with the changing world we live in. For 3 generations, I've experienced the enchantment of the Crystal Lake Public Library. I and my fellow board members are committed to providing the experience of service, excellence, and lifelong learning for generations to come.